All right, got another best of 5. Running Landfall this time. Got 3 Akurum Hellhounds, 3 Adventurous Impulse, 3 Skycleave Pickaxe, 3 Ram Throughs, 4 Brushfire Elemental, 3 Shatter Skull Charger, 2 Skycleave Geopede, 2 Omen of the Hunt, 3 Rolling Regrowth, 2 Ashiya Soul of the Wild, 2 Turn Timber Symbios, 2 Perforos' Intervention, 1 Nahiri's Lethal Forming, 2 Shatter Skull Smashing, and an assortment of lands. 25 lands. Alright, let's see how today's best of 5 goes. Normally, when I play my Landfall deck, it pits me up against a lot of the mere mill rogue decks. It just screws me with those decks most of the time. Hopefully, playing it today, it's not just going to overwhelmingly throw me against a bunch of decks. It's just going to just mill me to death. Really need a red source. I might go ahead and just make this heroic and just start doing heroic, because standard really just don't have the lands to make it consistent enough for what I really want my deck to do. Fable Passage. Ooh. Look at us. We might be a red deck. Or are we going to be goblins? Well, we have a lot of pretty cards. I mean, it's your whole deck outfitted with special looking cards if they make them. This is going to be a race against the clock. And look at there. I really don't know what he was doing, but he just gave us the game. Well, I'll take a W. Off the game too. I think he might have figured we were gonna actually out tempo him, playing extra lands. Okay, let's try this. How are we doing, opponent? Or are we gonna keep a creature? What am I facing? What kind of deck are we running? Hmm. Are we an artifact deck? No, not enough good artifacts. I don't really study what most decks are. I just know once I see certain pretty decent game too. Uh, I don't really keep up with what's on top or the best decks. Mainly, I just play because I like playing. I enjoy the game. Like I said, if you don't like who you're playing against, it's arena. Just quit, go to the next game, which is fine, especially when you're unranked. So I really don't keep up with what's the top tier decks or anything like that. I just know once I start seeing certain colors and they play, you know, what you expect of those colors to be a certain type of deck, it basically tells you whether you're going to win or lose the game. And Demir Rogues is just no fun to play against them. Mono Red Goblins, no fun to play against them. Get the Gophers, so we're going to go ahead and keep. Go ahead and net us up. This is probably the shortest video I'm going to get to put up of the best of 3. Because that right there was best of 3. I want this video to be at least somewhat entertaining for you guys instead of people quitting on us. Shall we keep going? And we're just going to keep playing for a little bit longer. Oh, the game is taking a little bit too long to pair me. Gets up to about 30 seconds they're waiting on a deck that can possibly destroy me. There are way too many people on for it to take over 10 seconds to join a game. 15 is kind of stretching it. Don't have anything good we could do, but we could at least check out our top 3. We're going to keep this just because I'm having fun. We'll take it. That lets them know we're Landfall, though. It's the only bad thing. Oh, it put me up against a life gain deck. It's probably one of those cleric decks. Oh, no. You're gonna... Definitely don't want that to stay on the board, so we gotta skip what we were doing and get rid of you. Hate doing it like that. We could have used that for the one that... Go ahead and just hopefully dump what we can, because it's going to be a race against the clock. They're going to try to gain life and kill us with it. Now gain you 3 life. Might need that now, so what do we want to do is, let's see, target creatures and or planeswalkers. We're just going to pay 1. You can gain your life, but we're trying to do a little bit of damage to you. Oh, and you just take the full 6. You're like, it's fine, yeah, we know you're going to gain a bunch of life. We just have to do what we can until we either look out and draw a good card that's going to save us, or you eventually stall out enough to get what you need going. That's not helping, you only get to make 1 of them. That helps us out. Definitely going to keep the pressure put on them. They know they got the probably card advantage to keep it going as best they can. Oh, look at there, they're going to start making more of them. Yep, now, oh, they left themselves tapped out. They probably drew what they needed to get themselves going, or they gotta have something to gain some life to get him back, or they wouldn't have sacked him. I would have attacked with him first. That would have been the smartest thing. Okay. How are they gonna? He definitely has to block there, so we definitely are killing him. Killing both those creatures. Biding their time. What do you have in store for me? Gain you some life, make you some creatures. Okay. We basically knew this was happening. They basically got, they stalled out enough to be able to probably go for the win. This is basically a life gain goal, is to stall out long enough. That's why they gain a whole bunch of life, so they can log down your creatures. Well, My next video might be another Landfall deck, but it's definitely going to be historic. Standard is just, it's too stagnated with a bunch of black-white life gain decks, some form of mill deck, or you're just oversaturated of mono black and mono red decks that just either burn you to death and keep all your creatures killed off until they get their big stuff out, or they kill all your creatures off until they get their stuff out. It's some of the monocolor decks are just absolutely unfun to play against. Some of the combo decks that Wizards is producing to promote their game is unfun to play against. Again, that's why I hope you guys stick with unranked. It's not worth the frustration to get on there and lose to whales. Basically, it's anybody who's buying their wins is the only ones that's doing ranked. Your more successful YouTubers are ranked. That's because they're paid. They're gonna play because guys support them. They're gonna want them to play better games. They're gonna support them. So yeah, they play ranked. Me, I hope I'm an inspiration for y'all to play games that are fun for y'all, not overwhelmingly where y'all are just murdering your opponent and being a dick yourself, but at least making it a worthwhile, challenging game. The game that is intended for, not to combo out and be a real dick to your opponent just because you're winning the game, or some oversaturated combo that just basically kills your opponent off and doesn't allow them to play. Play fun games, fair games. But until our next video, enjoy Magic the Gathering.